Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 wins away, the first chapter begins against the Magic. The pinnacle of the postseason, the NBA Finals, is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Gilbert Arenas, and it's Bates in at the shooting guard position. And for the Lakers, we've got Hawkins. Johnson is out there with Bryant. Then there's Bull, and it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. You look at Orlando. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the finals.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about.
Now here's Johnson. Kobe, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Banchero with the ball. Bull covering. O'Neal sets the screen for Arenas. Into the lane. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Johnson finds Bull. Back to Johnson. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Wagner. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson not only matches up well defensively, he can turn back shot attempts.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Now, here's Banchero. Clock at 6. Walked again.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Bates, good. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. Pass to Hawkins. And no good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hawkins. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And a wide open look for Arenas. Off target from outside. Johnson outside. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Arenas. Pass to Banchero. Wagner outside. Outside for Arenas. Good on the 3-point shot. Arenas has got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 1. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Bates, defended by Bryant. Shot clock at 6. And here's Arenas outside. They get it again. Bucket is good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Back to Kobe. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to Bates. Now Banchero. Orlando moving the ball. Here's Shaq. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Hawkins shot good. Here's Wagner. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Bates. Shaq with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Los Angeles leading by 3 to the inside. Bull and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Gasol checked in for the Lakers. Scott comes in for Thompson. And Orlando making a change here. Here's Bates, defended by Scott. Here's O'Neal. And Bull sends it back.
This hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Johnson, the pass to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. Suggs with some nice defense. The Magic trail by 5. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And it's the Magic with the ball, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Bates, good. Bates has got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Johnson, that's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. And Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Shaq. Shoots. And finished off by O'Neal.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Johnson. Outside for Kobe. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You take a look at Thompson. So solid around the basket. Currently third in the league. And, of course, Shaquille O'Neal.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Hawkins checked in for Bol Bol. Mitchell comes in for Bryant. And Williamson subbed in for Magic Johnson. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Los Angeles making a switch here. Aldridge's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Levens is checked in. .105 left here in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. Hawkins, a screen on Suggs. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
Now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Now, here's Wagner. He has yet to score. Pass to Baldwin. 29 seconds left in the first quarter.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Wagner. Six on the shot clock. A three ball. A shot off that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And an important part of every team's game, we'll look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Mobo in at the 4. Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Gasol. Kicked his pocket. Here's Mobo. Still yet to score. Now Suggs. Wagner outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Outside, Scott. Pass to Williamson. Releases. Gasol passes to Scott. The fader. Gasol, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Wagner with it. Here's Mobo.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Orlando shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
All Laker fans, time to cheer on your Lakers hype squad. Let me hear you right now. Please welcome to the floor, the Lakers hype squad. Let them hear you.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Suggs. First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Scott. Hits it from three-point range. Scott's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Wagner against Thompson. To the wing right side. Hawkins against Williams. Here's Wagner with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hawkins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the Ryan is checked in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for Orlando. And Carroll's checked in. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 9 points. Driving inside. Here's Mobo. It's blocked. Now here's Williamson. No scoring in this one. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Sloan passes to Arenas. Here's Sloan. Pass to Mobo. Hawkins against Arenas.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
He almost got too much air on that one.
Yeah, the man can fly. What a show.
Man, I wish I could do that just one time.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get on your feet, make some noise. It's easier time. Time for our T-shirt giveaway. Let's hear you get loud. It's time for T-shirts. T-shirt time.
Magic Johnson checked in for Williamson. Shaq is checked in for the Magic. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Banchero inside. He's defended by Gasol.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Here's Banchero following the basket by Kobe Bryant. They need this. And it's Banchero missing. Los Angeles leading by 15. To the middle. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now, here's Wagner. Scoreless thus far. Takes it out to Banchero. Another miss by Banchero.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's blocked by Shaq. Sloan deciding where to go with it. Outside Arenas. Sloan dishes to Arenas. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. The Magic again can't hit. Lakers leading by 17. Hawkins passes to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Wagner from long range. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Thompson outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
He's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
To the left wing. Denial.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Kobe sets the pick for Johnson. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Thompson looking for an opening. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Banchero outside. Wagner outside. Another miss by Orlando.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
At the elbow, it's Bryant. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. Orlando's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Here is Hawkins. Over Arenas. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 19 points for the Profits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sloan dishes to O'Neal. Over Hawkins. Shaq can't hit.
Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
Johnson, good.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Another steal. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game one and a big lead right now for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're teaching a course on the interior, Shaq, the philosopher of the big Aristotle.
Yeah, pounded in there repeatedly. Excellence is a habit, not an action. That is a quote from the OG.
Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. They're right where they want to be in the series, but perhaps a bit of a letdown tonight in the first half, Jet.
No maybes, Ernie. Definitely a letdown. They got a little too comfortable.
And I'm curious to see how they respond in the second half. This is the finals. Can't give away games.
We shall see. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You look at the prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Well, Orlando shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Johnson is out there with Bryant. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then there's Hawkins. And it's Bull in at the four-man position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Well, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Wagner outside. Carroll, a screen on Thompson. Thompson against Wagner. Down low. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, that's good work by Thompson to get ahead of the pack and finish the break.
Wagner kicks it over to Arenas. Arenas a screen on Hawkins. And Carroll outside. Carroll a screen on Thompson. And stolen by Bull. Here's Hawkins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but there, nice time from the big fella.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside, Arenas. And Caro outside. 6 to shoot. Fires from the line. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Hawkins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out to Kobe. Fires the three. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Banchero against Bull. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Bates. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Banchero passes to Wagner. Now here's Arenas. And here's Shaq. He's covered by Hawkins. And Shaq with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal. And then bang! Straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Bull following the bucket by Orlando. And it's sent back by O'Neal. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Bull finds Bryant. Just 3 to shoot. That ball is good for another field goal. His 60 is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Banchero for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Banchero's got a strong scorer's mentality and doesn't hesitate if the shot's open.
Back to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Arenas passes to Bates. No good with the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Hawkins shot good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now, here's Banchero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Pass to Arenas. Banchero looking around. O'Neal on the wing. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Gasol's checked in for Bol. Scott comes in for Thompson. Mitchell, he's checked in for Bryant. And Williamson subbed in for Magic Johnson. And the Magic... Sloan's checked in. They set the pick. Here's Bates, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Banchero is a willing passer, a trait you love to see in a young star.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And it's Sloan with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Banchero outside. Pass to Bates. Wagner outside. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hawkins is... Mitchell outside. Lakers passing it around. Scott the pass to Hawkins. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hawkins has got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
O'Neal outside. Pass to Sloan. Shaq with a screen on Gasol. Inside. And Shaq with the slam.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness of Banchero to look for his teammate there.
Wagner against Scott. And here is Williamson. Now Hawkins. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Bates. He has 7. Shaq with the screen. Bobbed up, nabbing another steal.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
His disruptive nature defensively helps take offenses out of their rhythm, which is invaluable. Now, here's Banchero. Back to Wagner. O'Neal kicks to Wagner. Banchero is screened for Wagner. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Sloan. Pass to Bates. Now, here's Banchero. Defended by Gasol. Here's Shaq. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Gilbert Arenas. He's out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Mobo in at the 5. Now the Lakers on the break. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Greenwood's checked in.
Number 17. Hey, Greenwood.
Magic shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. And here is Suggs. Arenas dishes to Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good from outside.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Master Williamson. Here's Campbell. Now Scott. He's covered by Arenas. Pulls up on the wing. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Suggs passes to Banchero. Looking to get back on track here. And finished off by Banchero.
That's too easy for Banchero. The closer to the basket he gets, he becomes almost impossible to stop.
Now here's Williamson. Down low, here's Camby. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here is Arenas. And stolen by Scott. Here's Baldwin. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Scott. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Greenwood. Again, the Lakers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
5 to shoot. And it's blocked. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Campbell. Williamson with it. Picked up by Banchero. Now here's Camby. Outside, Scott. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Sloan. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Baldwin the pass to Scott. Williamson over Suggs. And it's Williamson missing. And it's Sloan with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Banchero outside. Suggs looking around. To the paint. Here's Momo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Marcus Camby. Mitchell, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
At the line for the Magic, Momo. At the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here is Los Angeles now. Williamson outside. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his fourth rebound in this one. Pass to Arenas. To the inside. Williamson with it. Gilbert Arenas covering. Williamson, the pass to Scott. Here's the break. Outside for Arenas. Buries the corner three.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
LA's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. For three, Mitchell. Orlando grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Scott. Now, Williamson. To the middle from short range and off the prior, and in it goes.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Popped up there for O'Neal. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And, well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Mitchell. And a switcher also for Orlando. Banchero's checked in. There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Camby, a screen on Arenas. Williamson in the post. He's covered by Arenas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. Arenas grabs the miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in game one.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Prophet.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those leaders. And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, the Prophet.